In a fiery response that reignites a long-standing feud, Donald Trump lashes out at his former national security advisor John Bolton, labeling him a lowlife, all while denying any knowledge of the FBI's surprise search on Bolton's property. The escalating tensions between Donald Trump and John Bolton took a sharp turn this week as the FBI executed a search warrant on Bolton's residence. Trump responded with harsh criticism of his former aide while distancing himself from the investigation, claiming ignorance about the FBI's actions. Former President Donald Trump lashed out at his former national security advisor John Bolton, calling him a lowlife, while firmly stating he had no knowledge of the FBI search conducted at Bolton's home and office. Speaking to reporters, Trump denied having any involvement in the operation and claimed he intentionally avoided details about the Justice Department's investigations. He emphasized that he allows law enforcement to do their job independently, and said he didn't know anything about the search until he saw it reported in the media. Trump used the moment to criticize Bolton's character and intelligence, describing him as incompetent, unpatriotic, and a threat to global diplomacy during his time in office. Trump claimed that during foreign meetings, other leaders were visibly uncomfortable whenever Bolton entered the room, suggesting they feared Bolton's aggressive stance on military action. He accused Bolton of encouraging unnecessary wars during the George W. Bush administration and said that he, unlike Bolton, was the one who prioritized peace during his presidency. The FBI executed a search warrant at Bolton's Maryland residence in Washington, D.C. office as part of an investigation into potential mishandling of classified materials. The focus reportedly includes allegations related to the publication of Bolton's 2020 memoir, which had previously faced scrutiny for containing sensitive national security information. Bolton has denied any wrongdoing and has not been charged, but the search indicates the investigation may have been reopened under renewed legal scrutiny. Trump distanced himself from the decision to reopen the case, repeating that he had no prior knowledge of the raid. He insisted that the Justice Department and FBI act on their own discretion and not under his direct orders. However, critics argue that the timing and target of the investigation raise questions about whether Trump's administration is using legal tools to go after political opponents and vocal critics. John Bolton served as Trump's national security advisor between 2018 and 2019, before the two parted ways on bitter terms. Since then, Bolton has frequently criticized Trump's foreign policy, particularly his approach to North Korea, Iran, and NATO. The release of his book, which detailed internal conflicts and sensitive moments from Trump's White House, led to intense legal battles at the time, though no charges were ultimately filed during the previous administration. Trump's recent remarks continued his long-standing feud with Bolton. He portrayed Bolton as a disloyal figure who always seeks publicity by attacking him. Trump accused him of leaking classified information and called his book a betrayal. He further claimed that Bolton's advice on foreign policy was reckless, and that had Trump followed it, the United States would be involved in several more wars today. Despite the strong language, Trump repeatedly emphasized that Bolton's comments about the search should be ignored because, according to him, Bolton has no information about what is actually happening inside the FBI or Justice Department. Trump insisted that people like Bolton often speak out without knowledge, simply to stay relevant or to damage his reputation ahead of the next election. White House officials and legal analysts remain divided on the implications of the raid. Some say the renewed investigation signals a broader crackdown on the mishandling of classified documents, while others see it as politically motivated retribution. The Justice Department has not commented publicly on the details of the warrant or what evidence led to the raid. As the 2024 presidential campaign season heats up, this incident adds to the growing list of legal controversies surrounding figures from Trump's time in office. While Trump remains a leading figure in Republican politics ongoing investigations involving both allies and adversaries continue to shape the political landscape. The former president maintained that his focus remains on the country's future and that distractions like Bolton's criticisms or the FBI's actions would not deter him. He dismissed the entire matter as another attempt to damage his image by those who, in his words, have failed the country and now seek relevance through chaos. This latest chapter in the ongoing clash between Trump and Bolton highlights the deep divisions within American politics and raises questions about the role of law enforcement in politically charged investigations. As the legal proceedings unfold, both figures remain central to the national conversation, leading into a critical election year.